Greetings, guardians of sacred order, analysts whose minds are sharper than a surgeon's scalpel. You're the ones who see structure where others see chaos. You are the eminences grace of the zodiac, on whose shoulders rest the logistics of the universe. But today I address you not as perfect performers, but as alchemists who concoct the elixir of immortality in utter darkness. I sense the vibration of your biofield. It is taut as a string. You stand on the threshold of a colossal breakthrough, but the air around you is poisoned by curiosity. Feel this moment. In recent days, you have been haunted by a strange feeling of vulnerability. It's as if the walls have become thinner and the gazes of others have become heavier. You experience physical discomfort during conversations. After every conversation where you shared even the slightest detail of your plans, you felt empty, as if someone had taken your blood without asking. This is not paranoia. This is your system's defense mechanism. Your body is literally screaming at you. Close the floodgates. You're nurturing an idea or project that's currently in its embryonic stage. It's alive, it's pulsating, but it doesn't yet have skin. Any external contact is now fatal. The astrological mechanics of this day are unique and dangerous. Your ruler, intellectual Mercury, enters your blind spot and forms a tense aspect with Pluto, the planet of secret power. This is the shadow cabinet configuration. The universe gives you carte blanche for incredible success, but imposes one strict condition: total anonymity. Energy now accumulates only in a closed circuit. The moment you open your mouth, you break the circuit and the tension drops to zero. Today, and in the coming days, you are strictly forbidden from voicing your intentions. Any word spoken aloud becomes a hole in your energy vessel. If you talk about profit, the deal will fall through. If you talk about love, arguments will ensue. Your strength now lies in invisibility. You must become a ghost, doing things without leaving a trace. But be careful. A tricky mental trap awaits you along this path: the illusion of support. Virgos tend to doubt the perfection of their plans. Your perfectionism requires verification. You want to share your idea with someone authoritative to get feedback, to ensure you've calculated everything correctly. You'll think two heads are better than one. This is a lie. Today, a second head is a guillotine for your success. Someone you trust, even if they love you, will unconsciously introduce the virus of doubt into your ideal program. Their skepticism, their envy, or their foolish advice will undermine the sterility of your laboratory. You seek validation, but you'll get infected. Your plan is perfect as long as it's inside you. Once it's out in the open, it begins to fester. Shut up your inner critic that demands meetings. We're delving into the quantum mechanics of your destiny. To endure this silence, your analytical mind must understand why it's necessary. You reject mysticism without logic, so I'll give you a scientific explanation of what's happening. There's a fundamental law in physics called the observer effect. It states that the very act of observation changes the behavior of the observed system. While no one is watching, an electron behaves like a wave and can be in several places at once. But as soon as an observer appears, the wave collapses into a point, and the electron becomes a solid particle with a limited trajectory. Your luck works in exactly the same way during this period. While your project, your dream, or your new strategy are inside your skull, they exist in the form of a probability wave. They have infinite potential. They can unfold according to the best, most ideal scenario. But as soon as you voice them, you create an observer. At that moment, the infinite field of possibilities collapses into a single, often primitive and shallow one. With words, you kill the magic of variability. You ground the lightning bolt that was meant to strike its target into the lightning rod of others' ears. How does this feel physically? Remember the moments when you were sharing something important, and the other person responded sluggishly or hesitantly, or simply changed the subject. You felt something inside you break. The air was expelled from the balloon. The energy that a moment ago was bursting through you and making your eyes burn turned into the gray ash of fatigue. This isn't just a bad mood. It's a reactor leak. You've leaked fuel. Instead of using it to accomplish the task, you wasted it on creating sound waves. For Virgo, the sign of efficiency and effectiveness, this is unacceptable waste. The event being prepared in your life requires absolute sterility. Imagine developing film in the red room of a photo lab. The photos are already there. They're brilliant, but the chemical reaction isn't complete yet. If someone were to burst into the room and turn on the regular light with a question, a comment, or even praise, the film would glow. The frames would disappear. Only a black square would remain. Your task now is to stand at the door of this lab with a shotgun. Not a single ray of light from the outside world should penetrate until the development process is complete and you have the finished, fixed result in your hands. You'll have to master the art of informational disinformation. Those around you will sense that something is going on. A Virgo busy with work vibrates at a special frequency. They'll pester you with questions. What's new? What's your plan? You seem so mysterious. This is where the rule comes into play. Lies to save the truth. You are allowed, even commanded by the stars, to lead people astray. Be boring. Be banal. When asked, how are you? Answer, the same old routine, work, home. Complain about the weather, the traffic jams, the prices in the stores. Create white noise around yourself. The more boring you seem to others, the safer your treasure is within. Disguise a diamond as a cobblestone. Hide your triumph under the mask of a tired Philistine. This isn't hypocrisy. It's the camouflage of special forces behind enemy lines. Your main enemy now is the desire for evaluation. Virgo is the sign of service. It's important for you to know that you're doing everything right, that you're good. But during this period, the only criterion of correctness is your inner silence. If you want to brag, it's pride demanding nourishment. If you want to complain, it's the victim demanding attention. Both are holes in the ship's hull. Plug these holes. Learn to enjoy the possession of a secret. It's a special, gourmet pleasure, knowing what others don't know. Walk among people, smile at them, shake their hands, and feel the key to a new reality warming your hand in your pocket. This feeling makes you heavier, more significant, more powerful. This hidden gravity will begin to attract the right circumstances to you without any words. Now that you understand the physics of the process, let's move on to tactics. Living in total secrecy in a world where everything is turned inside out by social media is a masterstroke. For Virgo, a sociable sign, Mercury is your ruler. After all, silence is torture. Your brain generates terabytes of information you want to share in order to structure the space around you. But now your task is not to structure the chaos externally, but to create a diamond within. You must implement this social mimicry protocol. In nature, the most dangerous predators don't wear bright colors. They blend into the landscape. You must become a gray stone. This means that on the surface, you continue to function as usual, going to work, smiling at the cashiers, discussing recipes or football matches. But this is just a facade, a hologram. Behind this hologram must stand an icy wall of alienation. You must learn to be physically present, but mentally absent. When someone tries to engage you in a frank conversation, use the mirroring tactic. Ask them how they're doing. People are egocentric creatures. They're less interested in listening to you than in talking about themselves. Give them that opportunity. Let them talk. The more they talk, the more securely you're hidden in the shadow of their own narcissism. You're safe. A safe doesn't have a handle on the street side. It only opens from the inside. Special attention to digital hygiene. In the coming days, you're declaring radio silence on social media. This is critical. Many Virgos fall into the trap of hints. You're tempted to post a cryptic story, a cup of coffee, and the caption, "I'm cooking up something great," or a photo of a ticket with the directions blurred out. Prohibited. This is the same energy drain, only digital. Every like, every comment, "Oh, what's that?" is a hole in your ship. You're feeding the egregore of curiosity instead of nurturing your project. Your accounts should appear either abandoned or perfectly routine. Post cats, landscapes, other people's quotes. Nothing personal. No emotions. No plans. The digital space is a public thoroughfare. Don't bring gold there until it's been smelted into a crown. Physically, you may experience burning throat syndrome. The energy you're used to expressing verbally will begin to accumulate in the Vishuddha chakra, throat center. You'll feel a tickle, a lump in your throat, or a strange urge to sing, shout, or even cough. This is the pressure of the unspoken. Don't be alarmed. This is a good sign. It means the pressure in the cauldron is growing. Don't let off steam. Use this energy for work. Virgo is the sign of labor. Every time your tongue itches to tell the news, turn that itch into your hands. Write another page of your report. Clean your apartment until it's sparkling clean. Repot your flowers. Do another set at the gym. Transform verbal energy into kinetic energy. Let your results speak for themselves, but only when they're 100% complete. Your main psychological challenge these days is the fear of disappearance. You may feel like if you don't make yourself known, the world will forget about you. You're afraid of falling out of place. Virgo wants to be useful, to be a cog in the machine. Silence seems like an action to you. Turn that thought around. Silence isn't emptiness. Silence is concentration. Think of a sniper before he fires. He doesn't wave his arms or shout, "Look, I'm about to shoot." He freezes. He stops breathing. He becomes part of the landscape. And it's precisely this silence that makes his shot deadly accurate. Now you're that sniper. You haven't disappeared. You're aiming. And remember, secrecy creates charisma. People are subconsciously drawn to those who know how to remain silent. In a world of informational noise, a reserved person looks like an aristocrat among market women. Your silence will intrigue more than any stories you tell. Those around you will sense your density, your fullness. They will look at you and think, he knows something. He has power. You will become a magnet, even without saying a word. We are entering a phase of critical pressure. You've endured the first days of silence. You've learned to mimic your surroundings, but now the universe will give you a crash test. You must understand, the closer you are to realizing your secret plan, the greater the resistance from the environment. It's a law of physics. Just before an airplane breaks the sound barrier, the shaking becomes maximum. In the near future, you will encounter the phenomenon of reality provocation. Space will literally twist your arms, forcing you to talk. Old acquaintances you haven't seen in years will suddenly appear and start asking uncomfortable questions. Loved ones will begin to behave irrationally, accusing you of secrecy, coldness, and mistrust. They will appeal to guilt, pity, and family ties. This is not their ill will. It is the system's unconscious reaction to your exit from the matrix. You have become an autonomous element, and the system is trying to return you to the communal, predictable hive. Your task is to endure. Look at these provocations like a scientist looks at lab mice. Without emotion, record, the pressure has increased. That means I'm getting close to the treasure. Every time someone tries to get you to talk, mentally tell yourself, the system is nervous. I'm winning. It is in this silence that you will discover the main advantage of the strategy of silence: information superiority. While everyone around you is shouting, arguing, and proving their point, you listen. And because your airways are not cluttered with your own noise, you begin to hear what's hidden. You will begin to notice micro signals, partners' slips of the tongue, competitors' hidden motives, nuances in your boss's voice. You will see the structure of lies that permeate society. People, thinking you are simple and harmless because you remain silent, will start to blurt out unnecessary things in your presence. They will reveal their cards, thinking you're not a player. This is your trump card. You become the possessor of inside information. You're compiling a dossier. You're the black box, recording every flight parameter while the other passengers are drinking and having fun. This information will be the key that will unlock the main door for you when the time comes. But here lies the most insidious trap of the finish line: the false start. You will see the first signs of success. The deal will begin to coalesce. The person will reciprocate. Money will appear on the horizon. A wave of euphoria will wash over you. You will feel, well, now I can do it. Now I've proved it. You will want to exhale and share the joy. Stop. Emergency stop. This is the most dangerous moment. In astrology and magic, there is a law. A result is considered achieved only when it is irreversible. Until the money is in the account, it doesn't exist. Until the signature is on paper, there is no contract. Until you cross the threshold of a new house with the keys, there is no move. If you start celebrating at the almost done stage, you'll ruin the outcome. The energy of joy, released prematurely, will dissipate concentration, and the situation will fall apart at the last second. Think of surgeons. They don't shout hooray when the operation is a success. They wait for the patient to come out of anesthesia. They wait for the stitches to be removed. They only celebrate when they're discharged. Be the surgeon of your own destiny. Maintain an icy face even when you feel like dancing. Your inner smile should be hidden deeper than gold in a Swiss bank. Your psychosomatics during this period may exhibit a sterile cold reaction. You'll feel physically uncomfortable touching people and being in crowds. You'll crave cleanliness. You'll begin fanatically washing your hands, wiping down surfaces, and organizing folders on your computer. Don't resist this. Virgo is the sign of purity. This is how your psyche clears the space for a new, pure event. Your life should be a hub, not a single unnecessary detail, not a single germ of chaos. Clear out the clutter from your home. Throw away old receipts, tickets, and dried flowers. Organize your space. The more order around you, the easier it will be for the energy of success to find a landing strip in your life. And one last warning before the end: don't trust the words of others. During this period, you may be given promises. You may be told, everything is going smoothly, I promise, consider it settled. For Virgo, words are air. Believe only in the facts. Don't relax until you see tangible evidence. Don't turn off invisibility mode until you see the results in your hands. Skepticism is your armor. Healthy distrust is your shield. Let them think you're a cynic. Cynics survive. Romantics perish. You're almost there. One step left. In the next section, we will perform the inauguration ritual, which will seal your secret with wax and transform your success into a monolith that cannot be destroyed by someone else's evil eye. We've crossed the finish line. You've passed the vacuum test. In a world where everyone is eager to turn their soul inside out for a like, you've accomplished a feat of asceticism. You've preserved your energy within the circuit. Feel the difference in your state. Before, when you chatted about plans, you felt a slight excitement that quickly gave way to fatigue. Now a smooth, powerful transformer hums within you. This is the sound of accumulated potential. You become heavier. Your gaze is deepened. You're no longer a supplicant chasing the crowd's approval. You are a guardian. Realize the scale of your transformation. Virgos often suffer from the complex of being a little man, a cog in the machine. But having mastered the magic of silence, you've joined the cast of the Gray Cardinals. You've understood the main secret of power. Those who truly manage processes never stand at the podium. They sit in quiet offices, and their names don't appear in the news. Now you're one of them. Your success, nurtured in the dark, has the structure of a diamond. That which grows in the light is often fragile and short-lived. That which is forged under the immense pressure of silence becomes eternal. You stand on the threshold of materialization. What you've been hiding is ready to burst into reality. But now it will happen not as a stroke of luck, but as a predictable, mathematically calculated result. You didn't frighten your luck. You didn't let the envious jinx the process. You carried the vessel full to the altar. Now all that remains is to affix the final seal. Legally register your ownership of the result. We will perform a ritual known in higher ceremonial magic as archiving intention. Virgo is the sign of order, writing, and record-keeping. Your magic is not dancing with a tambourine, but the bureaucracy of a universe. We will create a document that will become the physical body of your success before it manifests in matter. The hermetic envelope ritual. You will need a clean sheet of thick white paper, a new pen, one you haven't written with yet, a postal envelope and red wax or a red candle or sealing wax if you have it. Journaling. Sit at a clean table. Turn off your phone. In complete silence, write down the essence of your secret task on a piece of paper. Not in the future tense, I want to receive, nor in the present, I receive, but in the past perfect, as in a formal report on work completed. Example: the project was successfully launched. Profit received. House purchased. Health restored. Task completed. Write dryly, clearly, and without emotion. Only facts and figures. This is a report for the Celestial Chancellery. Folding the space. Fold the paper exactly 3 times. Each fold represents a level of protection. Physical, astral, mental. As you fold, imagine compressing enormous energy into a compact medium. Archiving. Place the folded sheet of paper in an envelope. Seal it. Seal of silence. Light a red candle or melt sealing wax. Drop some melted wax onto the flap of the envelope, sealing the opening. While the wax is hot, press it with the thumb of your right hand or a signet ring or a coin. Leave your imprint. In coding, looking at the seal, recite the formula for closing access. The deed is done. The word is hidden. The seal remains. As long as the seal remains intact, the power grows. Access is closed to prying eyes, only to my hands. So mote it be. Storage. Hide this envelope in the darkest, most inaccessible place in your home. In a safe, in a box of documents, under your underwear. No one should see it. This envelope is your battery. While it lies sealed, it generates a field that attracts the manifestation of what you have written to you. You can open it and burn the sheet only when you have 100% certainty of the result. Money in your account, keys in your pocket. Until then, this is your greatest secret. You've completed a high-level course in reality management. You've learned to be stronger than your need to chatter. You've conquered your vanity. Now you're a closed system operating at perfect efficiency. The world will soon witness your triumph. They will wonder, how did he do it? Where did it come from? They will theorize. Let them theorize. You will remain silent and smile mysteriously, because now you know the value of words and the price of silence. To activate this stealth mode at the level of the collective unconscious, leave a code phrase in the comments. This is a sign that you have accepted the rules of the game and are ready to join the Winners Club. Write this and let your secret become your armor. Silence is power.